Hello, welcome to another news story from the Pittsburgh Steelers. Today we have a bombshell that just arrived in Pittsburgh. This signing is going to shake up the NFL, and the fans are going to go crazy. So enough of the rambling, leave your like on the video, and let's get to today's news. Freshness on offense. Keenan Allen is on his way to the Steelers, and promises to restructure the passing department. After the departure of George Pickens, the Pittsburgh Steelers are back in the market to strengthen their receiving core and are close to adding an experienced and reliable name to the roster, Keenan Allen. Pittsburgh. The Steelers' offensive scenario has undergone a true transformation in recent weeks. The decision to trade George Pickens to the Dallas Cowboys surprised fans and raised a series of questions about the team's future, especially about who will lead and fuel the passing attack in 2025. With star DK Metcalf already guaranteed as the main outside target and Pat Freiermuth as a solid tight end, the big gap was clear. They needed a complementary receiver who could offer security, consistency, and leadership. Now, everything indicates that the Steelers have found the answer, and it comes with a respectable resume. Keenan Allen, a six-time Pro Bowl selection, is about to sign with the Pittsburgh franchise. At 33, Allen may not be the same explosive player he was in his prime with the Los Angeles Chargers, but he's still a name that commands respect. In 2022, he surpassed the 1,200-yard receiving mark, and even in a more modest season with the Bears last year, he maintained his relevance, especially playing from the slot, his comfort zone and specialty. And that's exactly where the Steelers expect him to shine. With Robert Woods already at the end of his career and Roman Wilson still adapting to the NFL, Allen arrives to fill an urgent need, to be the reliable receiver on short and medium routes, moving the chains and offering the quarterback, whoever he is, a technical and intelligent outlet. There's still no definition on who will start for this new offensive arsenal. Aaron Rodgers continues to be the most talked about name behind the scenes, with rumors linking him to Heinz Field for months. If Rodgers does sign with the Steelers, the connection with Allen and Metcalf could transform the team's offense into a real threat to opposing defenses. Allen, who ran 53% of his routes from the slot in 2024, has also shown an ability to find space between linebackers and exploit the midfield zones. He may not form an explosive duo with Metcalf, but he certainly adds balance, experience, and versatility to the receiving core. For a team that has oscillated between rebuilding attempts and playoff aspirations in recent years, the arrival of Keenan Allen represents a clear statement. The Steelers want to compete. They are not ready to enter rebuild mode, nor to abandon their tradition of competitiveness since the Ben Roethlisberger era. On the contrary, the signing of Allen, coupled with the movement for Metcalf and the rumors surrounding Rodgers, points to an aggressive plan to return to prominence. If everything falls into place and the Steelers can put together a functional offensive gear, the AFC could have another serious contender in 2025. Moves in sight. Steelers likely to seek new wide receiver after Pickens' exit. After the surprising trade of George Pickens, NFL insiders indicate that the Pittsburgh Steelers are not done with their offensive moves. Pittsburgh. The restructuring of the Steelers' passing attack is far from over. The franchise took a bold step by getting rid of George Pickens, one of the most promising talents on the roster, sending him to the Dallas Cowboys. In exchange, Pittsburgh received a third-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft and a swap of selections for 2027. Although the move shocked some fans, it signals something bigger. The Steelers are completely overhauling their wide receiver group, and there's more to come. The Pickens trade paves the way for a new phase in the Steelers' offense. DK Metcalf, acquired in a trade with the Seattle Seahawks this offseason, now assumes the role of the main star among receivers. However, with Calvin Austin, Robert Woods, and rookie Roman Wilson appearing as the next in line, questions arise about the depth and experience of the group. For NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport, the Steelers still have cards to play. "I would be surprised if they didn't bring in another wide receiver," said the journalist. The team is clearly building something new, and there are still good names on the market that can elevate this group. In fact, there is movement in both the trade market and free agency. One of the names that has generated the most interest is Gabe Davis. The former Jacksonville Jaguars receiver was recently released, and at 26 years old, still has fuel to burn. Davis could fit perfectly as WR2 on a team looking for explosiveness and versatility on offense, a profile that fits Pittsburgh's needs. In addition to him, there is speculation that the Steelers are monitoring options such as Allen Lazard, currently with the New York Jets, and Romeo Doubs of the Green Bay Packers. Both have one thing in common. They have worked with Aaron Rodgers, a name that has also been widely circulated behind the scenes as a possible reinforcement for the Steelers. Hiring one of these players, therefore, would make strategic sense, creating immediate synergy with the quarterback should he actually land in Pittsburgh. Everything indicates that the board is determined to transform the team's offense into a more dynamic unit, focusing on chemistry, depth, and power. Pickens' departure, although controversial, may have been just the first domino to fall in a series of bold decisions aimed at the 2025 season. The expectation now is on who will be the next to wear the black and gold jersey. Fans can expect more news in the coming days or weeks, as the Steelers seem determined not only to fill the void left by Pickens, but also to build a new offensive core that can lead the team back to the NFL's prominence.